So, even in the short time, right, that those boaters had left, which was just a few minutes, it was already starting to empty. This is a bit of a pain, this, because you're coming in on an angle into this lock. So it's never easy, and I think I'm gonna nudge the front, aren't I? Yeah, that was actually quite a heavy nudge, that, and so was that. Oh God. Normal amateur services resume, folks, at Woodabere. And a third one just for good luck. And I think it's because I was coming in on such a weird angle. God, yeah, I'm great at the excuses, aren't I? Close this gate behind me. Every time I do, nearly every time, I'm reminded of that Conan the Barbarian film where he pushes the wheel round endlessly. I mean, I do it for like 15 seconds. So I've got some way to go. I think I would have to do about 500 locks a day. I'm gonna try and do this carefully. I'm gonna open one paddle. Still no boats coming through, so that's something. Right, okay, so second paddle. Right, now back to the boat. Okay, boat looks good. So now close the paddles and get the gates open. Yeah, no bother at all. So before I leave this side, what you've got here, oh look, 2003, so 20 years old. Gives you an idea, you know, this is one of the busiest locks. You know, loads come through here, because that's the Trent and Mersey. This is the Middlewich arm, and ahead is the Shropshire Union. So this lock sees constant action, I think. Gates are open, I've got to get back down onto that boat, and that ladder is my method. And the boat is right next to the ladder, so that's great. So all I've got to do is get the rope down, like so, and then get me down. Final check, all the paddles are closed. So, should have really put the dirty gloves on. This isn't great, because just because I don't like getting slimy hands. You know, you need slimy hands. Right. Okay. Right. So final job when I'm out of here, tie up the boat, come back and close those gates, and then we make the left turn northwards onto the Trent and Mersey Canal. So I'm looking on my left for some bollards. Where are the bollards? Can't see anywhere to tie up the boat. Now this could be a challenge. It's got to be somewhere. How did I do this last time? Unless you park the boat round the corner. I've come through this way, but I think I had people to close the gate behind me 18 months ago, so I never realised there were no bollards. I suppose I could ask a favour. Would you mind hanging on to the boat for 2 minutes for me? I'll just go and close those gates. Would you mind hanging on to the boat for me for a second? Save me tying it up. I want to go and close those gates, you see. I'm looking for somewhere to tie it up, but there's nowhere like a bollard, isn't there? So you, thank you so much. Ah, there's a ring missing in the grass. So, yeah, you're so kind. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Well, thank you very much once again for your help. Much appreciated. Cheers. No problem, mate. Nice. So, well, you got to see this. You got to see this. So, I've got a turn to do, and I need to sort of start it now. I should have started it before. But that is south from the Trent and Mersey. No one coming. That's north. And so far, this turn looks like it could work out, potentially just with one go. But now it seems to be coming round. Well, there we go. And that's from whence we came. And down there, south on the Trent and Mersey. Which, you know, one of these days, but not right now. Oh, someone's winding low. Yeah, someone's doing the lock. Is someone coming up? Oh, Brett, this could be an absolute result. Is he a CRT guy? He's got a life jacket on. This looks like it could be a volunteer working the lock. Sweet. This could be absolute result and a half. Morning.
Hi, alright.
Oh, do you mind me asking, are you guys volunteering on the lock today?
We are, certainly.
Ah, right. So, what would be my best course? I was just going to come forward. Shall I stay in the boat or shall I come down?
We'll stay on the boat for you.
Fantastic.
That's right.
I don't know. What a result. Well, this is an absolute result. Bad thing in the sense of looking bad. No, I'm done. Alright. Thank you very much indeed. That is much appreciated. Have you had any biscuits this morning? Yeah. Sorry. Well, I'll tell you what, I've got a couple of classics inside.
Oh, yeah.
So if you fancy one of those.
Yeah. Now you've got a boat in the next lock coming up.
Right.
So I think he's just starting to come up.
Right.
We speak.
Fantastic.
Right, bear with me 1 second. I was going to just say, you guys are going to be on all day. Hey, I don't suppose you fancy a couple of bickies? Tide you over.
Ooh.
They're sort of ginger, but chocolatey as well.
Oh, no.
So grab a couple of those, yeah? Grab a few.
No,
Honestly.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Because you kind of, I'm guessing you're on all day.
No.
Right, so what's happening? The lock now you can see is going down. And again, you know, always remember, stay away from the back end. Always stay close to the front. That volunteer guy, these guys are just heroes. He's doing the lock for me. And there'll be another one further on apparently. There are 3 of these locks. So I think all 3 of them, if I understood the guy, are manned. I'm literally going to sail through. So it's 9:20. I may be going in now. Thank you very much for your help. So there's a boat ahead. So what I'm going to do is go around it. Oh, hello. Getting a bit too cocky, a bit too soon. Ah, no! Not too bad, I guess. I think I know what I was doing by now. I'm doing this.
You never do. 20 years and still,
Oh, you've been on 20 years, yeah?
still beat them today.
What would you like me to do, guys? Shall I jump up or do the gates or stay on or stay on? Nice one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right. Oh, and by the way, I know you guys are on all day here. I wonder if you might like a little Vicky or something.
I'm absolutely
Are you
fine.
sure?
I'm trying to lose a little bit, never mind. No, I'm fine. Thanks for the offer anyway. But
See, super kind volunteer is now opening the lock gates up ahead, and this is sort of the canal going through Middlewich. I think we're on the outskirts really. You can see now the water's going down quite quickly actually. You expecting a busy day today?
depends on the weather. This is 31 last Wednesday.
31 boats through?
31.
Wow. Because
Tom Destin.
right.
27, 28. So.
The reason I'm asking is because I believe it's going to rain a bit this afternoon. This afternoon's going to be naughty.
1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's full rain.
Full all day. That's why I'm doing a bit of today, and I'm going to look for somewhere to stop before the big lock.
Before the big lock.
Yeah, see if I can find somewhere.
There's plenty of places down by the park.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. and I'll just stop for a couple of days, and then once the weather's calmed down I'll press on again.
Or even past the big lock, it goes out into the countryside then.
I've not stayed in these moorings here on this little stretch, so I'm curious. So out we go. Don't think there's any boats coming, so I don't know what's ahead now. Oh, thank you so much. And now, stop the boat. You're so kind, thank you, honestly, it's really appreciated. So this absolutely super volunteer is now going to fill this third lock. And I'm just bringing the boat round. I'm just getting myself lined up. Of course I was coming in straight, but not the case. It's warmer than it looked like it was going to be. I put fleece on this morning, and 10 minutes later it was off.
It's quite warm.
It's plus it's warm work, isn't it, as well?
Well, it's not, we're doing these sort of things all day.
It's a very physical job, this. You must go home absolutely knackered, because you've done the equivalent of like 20 locks or something.
But I need I do 2 days a week, and it's, you know, it's good exercise.
That's one thing to be said for it.
At my age, you feel as though you need something to do.
Do you know what? I think it's a great idea. If you lived locally and you had transport, I think I'd probably do that myself. Because I think you're right. You know, you've got to.
It's nice to.
You've got to do summers. Do you mind me asking, are you out all day, or?
Well, CRT instruction is if it rains, you go home.
And to be honest, it makes sense, because I bet not too many boats are out then. Thanks a million for your help. Really appreciate it. And have a nice morning.
Oh yeah.
So up ahead we've got a boat. 2 boats waiting to come through. Now, they don't seem to be in a hurry to come up. Morning. Are you going up through the locks, yeah? Ah, right. How are you going up, yeah? Yeah, it's great to get a bit of help in it. I'm very much in favour.
Why?
I'm just going to put a little teeny bit of revs on. I can go slowly now, because the next lock is the big lock. It's the double lock. So the aptly named big lock. Still fairly quiet today. I thought we'd have more boats moving than this, but you know, I'm certainly not complaining about it. So now the thing is just to find somewhere where I can moor. Now, you know, you could pull up here if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that. That's a busy road there. Oh, there's a water point. Hello. Right, you'll do for me. I'm going to fill up while I'm here. cunning plan, because there's not much boat traffic, right? Just pulled off for water. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try my sneaky little thing here, because I wouldn't do this if the canal was busy, but when it's quiet I can hook my little thing on here. There. Now let's shorten it more. So I rock the boat, and as the boat rocks towards me, I tighten it. One more time. Rocks towards me, tighten, and there we go. And I've ended up with a sort of a half decent little tether that should keep the boat fairly stable, I think. I'm going to try and fill it with water. Morning. Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
You had a bit of free energy today?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm trying to arrange the hose here so that it doesn't traipse in the mud or trail in the mud, whatever the word is. So that's all you do. You screw it on and depress the lever thus. You know, there are walkers every couple of minutes, so I've left a straight run of hose across, so it's simpler for them. And I've also tried to avoid the mud. One of these days, right, I'm going to have to get myself a real hose. And I don't mean real R-E-A-L. I mean, this is a real hose, it exists. But a hose that is on a real... I don't know. I've been in two minds for ages about the hose. Yes. Right, hard done. Oh, right, yes, now, words. Road's looking busy over there. Never mind the road, right? Canals, it's all about canals. So filled up, that's great. Little water tap, kind of in the middle of Middlewich, but it is. And I'm now just going to do a very short hop. Right, there's like doves. There are doves flapping about. I've got to take a little bit, the sort of pigeons, and look at white pigeon, which essentially that's a dove, isn't it? Let's look, see. And there's another one there. I don't know if they're albino pigeons or doves. I don't know what the proper thing is. Nomenclature. But anyway, right. So a short hop. And I'm going to stop, right? I want to stop where there's some boats. Safety in numbers. You're in a town, you know, you've got to be a bit pragmatic. Okay. So, this might actually do me. I'm going really slowly because I'm on the lookout for rings. If I can't find rings, I'll press on. Looks like there's some rings here. I think there are. Yeah. This could be a good little spot, you see. It does fit the boat. So tempted. Okay. Just kind of tick over reverse. I'm going to pull the boat back and I'm going to moor on those rings. So I'm going to stop here. Yeah. So this is where we've ended up, not far north of that junction where the locks were. There's rings here, but they don't quite fit my boat, so that's not ideal, but it is what it is. I just hope it's not too, you know, the motion isn't too crazy. Guy up in front of me there, there's houses at the back, and it's only a small town, but this is Middlewich.